The woman in the notorious University of Virginia rape story in Rolling Stone, who is also referred to as Jackie, has been ordered to give a deposition in a lawsuit against Rolling Stone. Now, this is a defamation lawsuit that was filed by an administrator at the University of Virginia by the name of Nicole Aramo. And the reason why she filed it is because the Rolling Stone piece made it seem as though she was completely indifferent to Jackie's allegations of rape and sexual assault by a fraternity on campus. Now, the entire story was debunked later when authorities investigated it and they found that they couldn't corroborate the claims that Jackie made in the article with friends and people who knew her on campus. And friends also came forward and said, no, but we're good friends of hers. That didn't happen. So Rolling Stone did have to basically retract that article, and now they're facing 2 lawsuits as a result. Now, in a 2-page ruling on Monday, Virginia-based Chief U.S. District Judge Glen Conrad ordered the woman, who is identified in court papers for the case as Jackie, to participate in a deposition on Thursday. Nicole Aramo, an associate dean of students who had met and counseled Jackie, stated in her lawsuit that she was falsely depicted in Rolling Stone as a villain who showed indifference to Jackie's allegations that she had been raped.
Look, you got to fight back. And so the article was a mess, okay? And so if I'm the person who got accused of being indifferent to rape and I'm a school administrator whose job is to look out for my students, I'd be pretty pissed, right? That's as good a defamation lawsuit as you can have. And if you're the one who made those charges, yeah, you get deposed. That's how lawsuits work. So sad day for her. And I like that there are consequences for people who make up stuff. Now, it hasn't been adjudicated. We're going to go to court. We're going to have the depositions, and we'll find out, right? But if she did make it up, we've talked about this in the past. It's very harmful, not just to the people she defamed, but to actual rape victims who then won't be believed later because of her antics.
So we deal with numerous cases from many schools, including Ivy Leagues, where women come forward and they say that they've been raped by members of fraternities or athletics teams. And we already live in a culture where the first response that these women get is denial. People deny that it happened. People are skeptical about their claims. And this only fuels that fire, okay? This does a disservice to actual rape victims, because now they're just going to think, oh, well, there's just another woman who probably got drunk and didn't like the way that she was acting, and now she's trying to say that she got raped. Oftentimes, that's not the case, but unfortunately, Jackie has made the situation even harder for real rape victims. Now, there are 2 lawsuits that Rolling Stone is facing. One, again, is by this administrator, but the fraternity that was accused of raping Jackie is also suing for defamation. They're suing for $25 million. So that's a huge amount of money, but look, this article was egregious to say the least, okay? It only presented one side. Rolling Stone admitted that they only presented one side. They only spoke to Jackie for this story. That's not the way you do honest reporting at all. Like, you're supposed to make sure that you question all the people that you're interviewing, and you try to talk to various people to figure out who's telling the truth. So
I'm just a little concerned because that's because of the size of the number. Because I actually think Rolling Stone has done some great work in the past. This was not their finest work by an order of magnitude. And so there should be consequences. But I'm a little worried if you put Rolling Stone out of business, because oftentimes they're one of the few places in the media where you can find an anti-establishment voice. I think they went too far in trying to, in their minds, protect a rape victim. And that's, and you have to do journalism. You have to get both sides of the story. So it appears they really screwed up here, and I want that people not to make that same mistake again. But I hope they don't go out of business.
Yeah, I agree. Look, it sucks that the wrongdoing of one writer and a few editors can completely not destroy, but could really harm the careers of good journalists that work for Rolling Stone. Now, Matt Taibbi is one of my favorite writers at Rolling Stone, right? He does incredible work. I'm sure he'll be fine and he'll find work somewhere else. But to know that he would have to face the consequences of something like this is ridiculous,
Yeah, it's one thing when Hulk Hogan bankrupts Gawker, It's another thing when Rolling Stone gets bankrupted because
Yeah.
they've done some great work. Look, Gawker's done some good work in the past too, but what they did was so egregious. And you know, so I'm kind of rooting for everybody. I hope the people who are right in this case get justice, but I hope that Rolling Stone survives it.